I mean, I think it's pretty clear that it was because of the law enforcement presence at the Capitol, that being the Capitol police officers and Metropolitan Police, and then the eventual arrival of dozens of other law enforcement agencies that led to the successful outcome that we had. If not for them, I do not see Congress having been able to complete the tallying of votes. No way. I know 147 police officers that fought alongside of me in the Lower West Terrace tunnel that would have loved 40 feet of separation between us and the violent insurrectionists. But that being said, I think that it should be a wake-up call to anybody that didn't see the significance of the threat against Mike Pence and our other elected leaders, members of Congress and their staff. I mean, I'm no legal scholar, far from it, but I think the committee is doing an excellent job of explaining to the American people, myself included, how significant this threat was, and the fact that there were individuals, the former president and his close advisors, that were conspiring to overturn the election. To me, that's being made very plain to see. I mean, I think that's the purpose of this committee, is to show that, January 6th was not just a violent, spontaneous riot, that it was, the culmination of efforts that were being made by our elected leaders and their subordinates at that time to overturn the election. I mean, listen, I don't know if you want to say it's the benefit of or the misfortune to have had a 20-year career in law enforcement. The violence of January 6th, in a lot of ways, I was desensitized to. And seeing it, over and over again, really at this point, has very little emotional effect on me. But then again, I've had the benefit of also, talking about it with, medical professionals for 18 months. What really makes my blood boil is seeing the former president and his advisors conspire to overturn the election and really manipulate individuals that they knew would be violent to help them achieve that. The reality is, and I don't know if this is going to be shocking to you or not, but there are Americans, Trump supporters, that believe that Donald Trump, regardless of whether or not what he was conspiring to do was legal, they believe that it was the right thing to do. And by that I mean overturning the election, whether or not Trump was the actual winner of that election. They wanted it to happen, and they were in agreement with Donald Trump that should happen. So how you're going to convince people that that believe that the President of the United States was right in doing something that was illegal, and I don't see that anything that this committee does is swaying them. Now, what we do need is, if there is evidence of criminal activity, conspiracy, those individuals need to be prosecuted.